Well. Good morning. Welcome back to KJ's channel. Good morning, bud. What do you want for breakfast? A bagel? Go in there and make it for you. We're finishing up Jeremiah's CAT test. You can't say CAT test because that's California Achievement Test. But the CAT, the standardized testing that we've been using to kind of keep track of where they are compared to public school kids. And then Elijah's going to do a little bit of schoolwork. But it's a Tuesday, so we have piano lessons, Pop and Dee Dee. But it's not nearly as busy as it has been in the past. So we're going to do that. And while we're doing that, I figured out what I was going to tell you guys yesterday. Had to go back and watch a video. I cut that section out. I never even told you I was going to tell you about it. But I'm going to talk about my physical fitness as it applies to ministry. That's one of the areas that I struggle with on a consistent basis because I feel like the Lord wants me doing more complicated or difficult things than I am, and my body prevents me from doing that sometimes. Jeremiah is finishing up his last little section. He just had math section, so he had 4 or 5 to do today, and now he's done with that. Man, the wind is blowing outside, and it's like 40 degrees, so kind of a nasty day. But let me share with you kind of what's been on my mind when it comes to this. There are 2 verses that people tend to go to in the Bible that talk about the body. One is that your body should be a living sacrifice given to God. You're a living sacrifice. The other one is that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. And so both of those are used to encourage people to take care of their body and not just damage it and treat it like garbage. And I think those are both good. But for me, the real struggle comes when it comes to counting the cost, or a really weird verse specifically, where Paul is talking about being single and how he is able to do certain things that married people can't because he doesn't have to think about other people. And the thought process behind that kind of deals with me, and that is, if God calls me to do something difficult physically, am I able to do it? And this all started back many years ago when we first moved to Montana. One of our state people came out and visited and was talking to me, and his wife had just passed away, and he was going to be on an extreme team. It's a team of people who go in and reach unreached people groups, but you camp out, you live in the jungle, you canoe down rivers, you hike, you do all kinds of stuff. And the Lord really just worked in my heart and asked me that question. If I called you to do something like backpacking, to talk to different people groups, are you physically able to do that? And at the time, I had to say no. The struggle with that and where I still sit today is that it doesn't have anything to do with any real infirmities that I have that are beyond my control. I'm not missing a leg. I don't have a disease or a problem that prevents me from doing those things. I'm just fat and out of shape. And quite honestly, the laziness is the problem in getting my food under control. Now, some of you know that I have been on a few mission trips. I've done a few backpacking trips, and I worked really hard to get in shape enough. But the last one that I did really just broke my heart because I was not prepared for that, and I felt like I was a hindrance to the team because of my physical condition. So I continually struggle with that and try to get myself into shape. Having kids, I want to be able to play with them, but I struggle with it. So be praying for me when it comes to this whole food issue. I'm meeting with my dietitian again tomorrow, and I've not done well this week, just to be honest. So I could really use your prayers and encouragement as I continue to work on this. So we're off to piano lessons. The Tahoe is in the shop. Sharon has the car at the daycare. So we're bundled up because it's a little chilly today. The hammock is still out. And so we're walking. My brother's texting me. Hi, Brian. So, yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. So we got to walk down here to piano lessons. I had to stop by the store and get some cash so I could pay for Jeremiah's lessons. So we left a little bit early. So we're here just a little bit early before lessons, and the boys are entertaining themselves, and I'm talking to my brother. We're getting old. Used to do all kinds of stuff and never got hurt or injured or sore, or if we did, it wasn't very long before you were back to doing it. And we're both now talking about our injuries from trying to get back into shape. I don't know what Stacy's doing. I should ask her about any of her injuries. But I'm pretty well free of injury right now, just running and doing all that stuff. My biggest problem is, of course, my weight that we talked about earlier. So that's a Tuesday. Between the things that I shared with you guys and some other things happening today, I'm reminded of something I heard recently from a person who said, it's when we feel like we don't know what we're doing that God seems to do the biggest things. And I connect with that today. I have no clue what I'm doing. So hopefully God comes through with something awesome. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And it's going to be a busy day. I've already got 2 windshields lined up, as well as getting up and running and confessing my soul to my dietitian. So got all that to do.